What's going on, everybody? If y'all clicked on this video, then that tells me y'all may be interested in joining the Marine Corps. Okay, but before you go sign those goddamn papers, watch this video so that way you get a more clear in depth of how the Marine Corps actually operates. Now, for instance, I have a specific MOS, so am I going to talk about other MOSs? Probably not, because I'm out of my place there. I can't speak on the grunts. I can't speak on the artillery. I can't speak on the the air wing side of the house, but I can speak on just being a Marine in general whenever you join the Marine Corps. So first thing first, all right, whether you guys are older, already graduated high school, just been chilling out at home, working a regular 9 to 5 for years, or you straight out of high school, okay, give you my honest in-depth opinion about the Marine Corps. Okay, the Marine Corps is just a different goddamn beast. All right, it's not like the Army, it's not like the Navy, it's not like the Air Force. We just our own fucking beast over here, man. And that's something that a lot of people need to understand. Okay, everybody wants to do this shit until it's time to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? You get to the Marine Fleet Force, it's like everything, for instance, you graduate boot camp, you're feeling on the top of the world. You're feeling like you can accomplish anything. MCT, same shit. MOS school, now you feeling it. You like, man, I'm finna hit the fleet, finna go fucking be an actual Marine, do some shit. Boom, you hit the fleet. You start all the way at the goddamn bottom again. It's just how it is. All right. A lot of people tend to get the wrong idea about joining the Marine Corps, and once they actually see how the Marine Corps operates for a little bit, they slowly become to turn into what we call them shitbags. All right, it's just people who just absolutely gave up on the Marine Corps, don't care anymore, and that's suspected. That really is suspected. But a lot of those guys end up that way because they honestly don't have in depth of what they're actually stepping into. All right. Whenever you step in the Marine Corps, just understand that the Marine Corps is not a regular 9 to 5 job. It really isn't. Expect a lot of bullshit to come with it. It just is what it is. Expect to do dumb shit. All right, I'm gonna just put it out there. Expect to do a lot of dumb shit. That's just the Marine Corps. Okay, expect it to do a lot of dumb shit that, for one, you don't volunteer for. That's always a kicker. But the Marine Corps does have its benefits. It really does have its benefits. College, for one. It's a lot of Marines who join the Marine Corps, do their 4 years and get out, and then start college. And, it's only a select few Marines who actually, start college midway before getting out of the Marine Corps. And that way, once they're out of the Marine Corps, they already have a couple years of college under their belt. They can just get out, finish their 2 years, 3 years, whoever the case may be, and get a degree. That's what I honestly would prefer. If you guys join the Marine Corps, wait 2 years until you get in the Marine Corps and start college. Like, the Marine Corps spends so much goddamn money on school, and all these dumb motherfuckers don't take advantage of it. I honestly don't understand why. Okay, so always start college. The next tip I'm going to give you guys join the Marine Corps, is live each enlistment by each enlistment. What I mean by that is you join, whether you sign a 5-year contract or 4-year contract, okay, you live those contracts during that period. What I mean is, don't start planning ahead to where, I can't wait to retire at 20 years. Now, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. What I am saying is shit can change like that in the Marine Corps. You don't know how many Marines who got in the Marine Corps out of boot camp. Yeah, I'm gonna do my 20, get out. These sons of bitches can't even do 1 year because they end up doing some dumb shit, or they end up just can't take it to where the Marine Corps really isn't right for them. So always live your enlistments by your enlistments. First 4 years, obviously, it's just going to be the worst fucking years of your contract, and I can actually speak on that because I realized it already. So I'm in my second term. The first 4 years is designed to be the most bullshit, because that's when you're brand new in the Marine Corps, brand new to the fleet. You don't know shit about the Marine Corps. You're a lower ranker. Your job is pretty much do what the fuck you're told. Okay, do what the fuck you're told, and surprise, boom, pow, you're going to be doing this, you're going to be doing that, you're going to be doing this. It is what it is, okay? However, I can speak on this it starts to get a little bit better once you start getting promoted. You start getting that experience, and well, if you guys ever do decide to re-enlist one day, whenever you re-enlist, it just skyrockets from there. Okay, so you got your first 4 years are always going to be down here, right? You got your next 4 years, which is a step up, because your experience, your season, you know what the fuck to expect. You know how the Marine Corps operates, hopefully by that time anyways. And if you guys, plan on continuing to go, you guys see it's like a ladder effect, right? You go up, you go up, you go up, and the less bullshit that you have to deal with. But I don't know, a lot of people just join the Marine Corps thinking that they're going to do some cool ass shit, like some cool operator shit. That's not always the case, okay? Join the Marine Corps, unless you're in the infantry, unless you're a grunt doing some cool shit like that, you're probably never going to do shit like that. It is what it is, okay? It's like 90% of Marines don't see combat at all. Hell, give you another 80% of Marines who've never been even in a combat zone before in their career as a Marine. It is what it is. I will say this though, if you guys do end up joining the Marine Corps, do your research. Research MOSs, and I can't stress this shit enough. Do well on your ASVAB, okay? If you have a shitty ass ASVAB score, I'm gonna just break it to you right now. You're gonna have a shitty ass job. It is what it is. They put all the dumbasses with the shitty jobs, okay? You don't get no cool job being a dumbass in the Marine Corps, okay? So if you guys did shitty in your ASVAB, retake your ASVAB, okay? Don't settle for anything under, I would probably say, don't settle for anything under a 40, in my opinion, okay? If you got anything under than a 40, retake the ASVAB, get something higher, because there are certain jobs out there that you're just automatically disqualified for, because ASVAB is broke down to categories, all right? And each job requires you to have a certain score in those categories to even be eligible for that job, okay? But that's just an entry level thing. You can always retake the ASVAB. You can always lat move to other MOSs later down in your career. But it comes with a risk. For instance, if let's just say you made a 50 on your ASVAB and you go to retake your ASVAB and you, for some reason, get under a 50, you get like a 35 or just something drastic, right? Something drastically low. Your MOS could possibly change, all right? It may be to where if you entered the Marine Corps with a certain amount of scores, we took your ASVAB, and you got lower than the scores you came in with, lower than the scores for that job that you already have, your job could potentially change, and that's a shitty fucking thing to deal with. All right, instead of you thinking that you're gonna lat move to something better, you're gonna fucking lat move to something worser and start from the bottom again, because in new MOS you got to learn everything. As far as, I get a lot of questions about the pay. Listen, Marines, let me hold myself real quick. Civilians who are willing to become Marines, right? Check this out. The money in the military, I'm gonna use military as a reference, because we all get paid the same across the board. The money in the military is not that great. However, if you're a brand new ass 18-year-old, 17-year-old straight out of high school, it will be fine for you, okay? Because one, hopefully you come in, you don't have any goddamn bills, you don't have any debt, you pretty much have a perfect credit rating. If not, you don't really have anything to fucking deal with other than your cell phone and other bullshit you may have. Okay, once you join the goddamn Marine Corps, you get to the fleet. You get 2 paychecks a month, okay? They're going to be shitty, because guess what? You didn't do shit to earn the money. It is what it is. Don't expect to come make money straight out of goddamn boot camp. That's not how it works. Okay, you're going to be fucking living like a goddamn pilgrim for a little bit. But that's absolutely fine. Once you start getting promoted, you start getting that time in service. I think it's every 2 years you get a pay raise, which is good. I'm not sure how much the pay raise is exactly, but it's enough, It's going to be enough money to get you you know, for you to live a comfortable life. You know, get a car, get insurance, potentially, you know, do some hobbies. You do whatever the fuck you do on the weekends or after work. All right, you're gonna get money. However, it's just not gonna be that much. It's literally not gonna be shit. All right, like if I was getting paid what I made joining the goddamn Marine Corps, I would have been quit. I would have been like, fuck this shit. This ain't shit. Okay, but now I've been in the Marine Corps for almost 6 years now, so I've seen the bad, I've seen the good of the Marine Corps. I've seen both sides. Okay, and I can always tell you that the good will always outweigh the bad in certain circumstances. Okay, it's just, man, depending on what unit you get to, depending on where you go, where you get stationed, all of that shit can play a major factor. And that's going to bring up my next topic, duty stations. Listen, people, ladies and gentlemen, joining the Marine Corps, don't expect to go where the hell you want to go. That's just not how it operates, okay? The Marine Corps ain't the goddamn Army or the Air Force. They have hundreds of bases scattered all throughout the goddamn world. The Marine Corps is a much simpler branch. Okay, there's only 3 goddamn places your ass can go. Overseas, West Coast, or East Coast. Okay, overseas counts as Oconus. That's Hawaii, Japan, Korea. All right, you'll be lucky if you go to Korea. Okay, because there's not many Marines in Korea. You'll be lucky if you go to Hawaii, because there's not many Marines in Hawaii. Oh, but your ass is going to Oki if you put overseas on that son of a bitch. Oh, best believe that. Or vice versa, you know, you're going to the East Coast if you put the East Coast, because there's a lot of bases on the East Coast. It's not as many bases on the West Coast, but it's still a lot of bases over here on the West Coast as well. And I just want to touch up a couple of those. They're pretty much the only 2 solid bases on the West Coast. In my opinion, I would probably say Camp Pendleton and Miramar. Those are the only 2. Unless you're like an admin clerk or supply clerk, you can potentially get orders down to the recruit depot in San Diego. But other than that, Camp Pendleton and Miramar are the top 2. But you still have Bridgeport. You still have 29 goddamn Palms. You still got Yuma, Arizona. You still got those bases. And not to knock those bases, well, I'm gonna knock Bridgeport, 29 Palms. The fucking complete worst waste of goddamn space. Just complete bullshit. If you get orders there, I'm sorry for you. I feel for you. I really do. Yuma's not that bad though. Yuma, however, is in the middle of no fucking where. So that, I mean, depending on how you live out there, depending on what you do, that can be kind of a shitty place for you guys to go as well. Especially if you're into like big cities, or if you come from a big city to where it's like a lot of buildings and shit. It's really none of that out there, unless you travel to Phoenix or Las Vegas or something like that. But as far as the East Coast, there's a lot of bases on the East Coast. Can't really speak on them because I've been to some of those places, but I never really got stationed or been at those places for a length of time to where I can actually develop an opinion about them. But there's a lot of bases on the East Coast. You know, Camp Lejeune, New River, which is kind of a part of Camp Lejeune. You got Cherry Point, which is further, I believe, north of Camp Lejeune. You got the recruit depot down there. You got Quantico, and also you got Beaufort, MCAS Beaufort. As far as overseas, I'm actually going overseas later this year, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to Oki. I had orders to Camp Fuji, but it's the Marine Corps. I got fucked. All right, just expect to get fucked on simple shit. That's the stupidest shit you can get fucked on. I thought I was going to Camp Fuji for 3 years. Nah, bruh. You going to goddamn Okinawa for 3 years, which is totally fine because I'm not tripping about that. But as far as Okinawa goes, if you guys join the Marine Corps and you're expecting to do a full 20 in the Marine Corps, your ass is getting stationed in Okinawa. It's just you're not going to escape that. You know, they're going to try to get you all over the place when it comes to being a careerist. And since it's my second term in, going into my third term now, I decided to, instead of getting volunteered to go to Okinawa or to go overseas, I volunteered to go to overseas. I just contacted the monitor. I was like, hey, I need to see something different. I'm tired of Camp Pendleton. Can you make it happen? Oh, absolutely, Sergeant. Freaking the same day. 10 minutes later, I got orders to Camp Fuji, but I want to talk about that phone call I received like 3 weeks later. But there's just a lot of stuff to do in the Marine Corps, a lot of things you can take advantage of. It's a lot of shit that can get you in trouble as well. Okay, if you're gonna join a goddamn Marine, just look, listen, keep that dumb shit at home. Keep that dumb shit before. Just leave all that dumb shit behind. Okay. Am I saying that you're not gonna pick up on dumb shit when you join the Marine Corps? Hell no. That's not exactly what I'm saying. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get into some trouble in your time in the Marine Corps. Whether that's gonna be top level tier trouble, like getting court-martialed, or medium, which is an NJP, or 6105, negative counseling, small shit like that. You're gonna 90% of you motherfuckers are gonna get that shit. All right, being a perfect Marine nowadays is unheard of. It is what it is. As long as you hang around the right crowd, as long as you do what the fuck you're supposed to, quick, fast, and in a hurry, you shouldn't have any issues with the Marine Corps. And that's pretty much just my first take. It's my first video on the Marine Corps in 2020, minus this whole coronavirus bullshit going on. It may delay a couple of you guys from actually going to boot camp. But take this shit seriously. This ain't no goddamn normal 9-to-5 job, okay? This is, you're stepping into an institution that could either better your career, better your life, or make your life 10 times fucking worse, okay? For instance, doing some dumb shit, getting court-martialed and getting a goddamn dishonorable discharge is equivalent to having a felony. All right, that's not something you would want to fucking, get in the Marine Corps, okay? Going to jail in the Marine Corps is like 10 times worse than going to jail out and, out and about. But that's all I got. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you guys are considering joining the Marine Corps, got more questions, let me know down in the comment section. I'll take a look at those videos, and I'll probably do another video probably later this week on pretty much the pay in the Marine Corps. I know it's another YouTuber. He's in the Navy, Nikki MTV. I think that's his YouTube name. If you guys want more information about that stuff, you guys can go subscribe to him. I'll probably leave his channel somewhere up here. But that's all I got as of now. If you guys enjoyed this shit, man, and fucking, if you guys are goddamn considering being Marines, you gotta earn that shit. Ain't shit gonna be given to you. And you better hope you don't come see me, because I'm gonna make you do some dumb shit. Now I'm playing.